This is Wicked Rhody, a wicked good podcast about Rhode Island events and life. Hey, everybody, and welcome back. My name's Mary Larson.
And I'm Ben DeCastro. Thank you so much for joining us on this lovely first full week of, I guess it's not really a full week of back to school because they had Labor Day.
That's true.
And some schools actually started only on Wednesday, and some actually started Thursday, the day of the airing of this. But welcome to a full week of September, at least.
Yes, there you go.
All seems right with the world now, I guess, that everybody's back to school and or going back, and hopefully with the weather, it hasn't been too hot. It's not like the last couple weeks we've had.
Oh, it's bonkers.
Although an interesting thing, because we just wrapped up the Paw Sox last weekend. Mm-hmm. Right after the last game, they have a little cookout, just a little hang for the crew, for all of us, just to get together and really just hang out, enjoy each other's company for an hour or two. And they usually let you go on the field as, some guys bring ball and glove or football or something just to relax. It's the end of Labor Day. It always happens that way. So you're not going to rush out of there at 5-6 o'clock to go to a cookout. So they put on a little cookout for us. And as soon as the game ended, the groundskeeper said, "Okay, you guys have like 20 minutes to enjoy the field because I need to soak this field. It's been so hot.
Oh, yeah.
The grass is so dry, and I mean they can't soak it during when there's play because it takes a few days for it to really.
Yes.
They want to let it recover. So they brought out it looked like a fire hose.
Oh
I mean, they were just flooding the field.
Yep.
Because the grass is short, and obviously that has an effect, but. Hey, the cooler weather is starting to come, and that means football is back in play.
Yep.
Football season starts up this weekend. Are you excited, Mary Larson, for this?
I am.
Are you? Okay, I was very no, not really. It's okay. Blake will be unavailable on Sundays.
That's the one thing that kind of credits my style when it comes to the weekend family time together. But on the flip side, my son is finally at an age that he's really enjoying watching football. He'll run around the room, excited. So the fact that he gets to do that with my husband, we'll see if my daughter starts to like it a little bit. The other reason why I like football season, I mean, I am honest. I watch most of the games with my husband. Yep. But if I don't want to, I can go run errands and nobody's shopping because everyone's home watching the game. So if you ever want to go accomplish errands without the crazy crowds, going during a Patriots game is pretty much a great time. But I'll be watching, football.
That's like an ultimate pro tip. Like, don't go shopping on Sunday morning before noon.
Yes.
Forget it.
Yep.
Every grocery store in Southern New England, or if it's a 4 o'clock game, you got to wait a little while.
Mm-hmm.
But during the game, I'll admit. Susan, that's her. She goes out shopping.
Yes.
She's not into it like I am, or it's her choice.
Mm-hmm.
So hey, listen, if you tuned in while you're on the road working, maybe you're out at the grocery store with the earbuds in, doing your shopping while other friends or family are watching the football game. And listen, it could be guys or girls out there shopping. There are guys that don't care for the football, but they're the girls do. Whatever. We are equal opportunity. We welcome you all to listen. If you hear something that piques your interest, we'll have the links for you and the info in the show notes and on the website, wickedroadypodcast.com.
All right, Ben. What do you have for this week's Wicked Interesting Pick of the Week?
It is going to be an amazing evening on Saturday, September 8th at 7 p.m. at the East Greenwich Odeum. Or they call it just the Greenwich Odeum.
I don't know. I think I even just call it the Odeum, but I grew up in that area, so
I'll
that's
call
a great.
It the Odeum.
Okay, there we go. We're going to pretend. Yeah, there you go.
The ego. The ego. No.
The OGGO.
No, it's the Tunes for Tales. It's a wonderful fundraiser night for the East Greenwich Animal Protection League. That word has East in it. And it's going to feature Rhode Island's own talented and beautiful Emily Luther of NBC's The Voice, season 13. She has put together quite a lineup with some of her friends and also some other local artists, including the Providence Ballet, the Academy Players. And it's all happening on Saturday night, 7 p.m., right there at the Greenwich Odeum. It's all to benefit the amazing work that's being done at the East Greenwich Animal Protection League. I've had those folks on the carpooling before. They brought little puppies. It was adorable. It was great. I loaded up on my Zyrtec before that episode. And afterwards, I did a thorough cleaning. Not that the dogs were bad. It's just the pet dander really, really gets to me. So that night will be a wonderful fundraiser. They're great people over there at the EGAPL. They do wonderful work. You know, back a year ago or a little more than that, they were looking for a place to kind of call home.
Yes.
They were in transition for a while. So all the money there goes to help and support the wonderful work that they do. If you want to learn more about them, obviously we've got the link on our website as well as the ticket link, so you can get tickets to Saturday night's event. Afterwards, after the show, there'll be a after party at Blue on the Water.
Ooh, fancy.
Very fancy. And that's what I love about that area. You can go see a show at the Odeum or really just have dinner anywhere in that area.
Oh, Main Street is delicious. Yeah.
Yeah. And you can always go on down to the waterfront and grab a drink after or hang out. It's totally a wide selection of options down there. So check that out. That is happening on Saturday evening, September 8th at 7 p.m. It's the Tunes for Tales for the East Greenwich Animal Protection League. Ladies and gentlemen, that's our Wicked Interesting Pick of the Week. And now, here it is, the Wicked Fun in the 401.
Well, starting things off, you know it's September when you are driving over the 95 bridge in the Pawtucket area and you see dragon boats racing. This happens once a year. Really cool event. Really great way to learn about some different cultures. It's going to be the 19th annual Rhode Island Chinese Dragon Boat Races and Taiwan Day Festival. It's going to be right on that Blackstone. Is that the Blackstone River that we cross over when you're going into Pawtucket from Providence?
Yep.
There you go. It's a free event. So once again, where's my little free bell? There it was.
There it
a little
is.
Quiet, but there it was. Free event for the entire family to enjoy. The races are going to be those brightly colored fiberglass Taiwanese style dragon boats. They were actually gifted to Rhode Island from the Republic of China, and they incorporate the skill of flag catching an east race. So this is going to be a really fun, fast event, large cash prizes for all the winning teams. And then there's going to be this nice big tent where there's going to be top-notch entertainment, cultural performances, family-friendly arts and crafts tables, a dumpling eating contest. Do you like dumplings, Ben?
I like crab rangoon.
You know, that is also delicious. So I think that a dumpling eating contest would be absolutely hysterical to watch. Of course, Narragansett Beer Garden, food trucks, because food trucks are everywhere these days. There are going to be thousands of people there who are going to be watching this great competition. A great opportunity, of course, too, to learn about the Chinese culture. That's going from 9 to 4. And I do recommend that if you want to see the dragon boat races, to go on the earlier side of the day.
Definitely a good call. Good call. The Waterfront Reggae Fest. We're taking you from one culture to another.
Right? Time for Jamaica, man.
And being so politically correct about it. We're covering all the cultures. It's the Reggae Festival over there at Bold Point Park. It is happening on Sunday, September 9th. It's one of these events. They do it every year. It's obviously it's a wonderful get together. They've got a huge lineup happening with Ziggy Marley. I feel like we should have some music in the background. You know, little. That's all right. If we do, think of the music in your head while I say it out loud. It's gonna. Features Ziggy Marley, Steel Pulse, The Tribal Seeds, Ayaterra, the Mighty Mystic Gorilla Finger Dub Band.
That is an amazing name for a band.
Now, that might be two different bands. It might be Mighty Mystic and the Gorilla Finger Dub Band. I may have just combined, and they may have just made a super group.
Yeah, you know.
I am just, when it comes to reggae music, I loved Beanie Man. I listen, on the XM radio or the Spotify or Pandora. I listen sometimes, just put it in the background. It's always a wonderful time. So yes, those are two separate bands. I'm sorry. I wanted to double check and make sure
totally
I had
do a jam,
had that right for you. But that's happening on Sunday from 3:30 to 9 p.m. Again, it's over there at the Bold Point Park. They've done a ton of events over there this year. They brought in some great bands. They're doing a wonderful job bringing this whole new venue together outside. So check that out. That is on Sunday. It's the Waterfront Reggae Fest featuring Ziggy Marley, Steel Pulse, and Tribal Seeds.
Oh my gosh, so fun. Listen, this is we talk about it a lot, how like our state goes through these seasons, these weeks where there's just so many things on the plate that we can't even pack them all into this podcast episode. But this week, you're going to have a full plate, my friends. Head on over to Slater Park. They're going to be having their fall festival. Now, it may not feel like fall yet. It's been a little toasty. But if you're someone who loves fall, if you've been craving pumpkin spice and excited to make some apple pies, then this is going to be an event for you. It is both Saturday and Sunday. It's an art festival at Slater Park featuring artisans, crafters, live music, food trucks, so much more. Absolutely stunning. There's going to be original art, hand-painted signs, upcycled decor. I went maybe 2 years ago with my family. It's beautiful because if you've been to different art fairs, sometimes they happen in a big old parking lot. Like I've been to one, for example, at New England Tech. It's just in their big parking lot. Still nice, still fun. But when you get to have a fall festival with artisans in the beautiful park that is Slater Park, it's a whole new experience. I mean, you're just going for a walk. We were pushing our strollers at the time, got to buy a couple of things. Of course, there were food trucks and music. So this is a great event, even just to take a stroll through the park. Even if you don't want to buy anything, it's a gorgeous walk.
Yeah, no, that's very, very true. I just love everything over there at Slater Park. It's such a gorgeous
really
spot.
Special,
they always have wonderful things. Hey, just up the road from Slater Park, Newport Ave, on Saturday it will be the open auditions for Trinity Rep's A Christmas Carol for the Kids Rolls.
I can't even handle it.
It's time, ladies and gentlemen. It is back. Starting at 9 a.m. right there at South Attleboro. No appointment necessary. And this is open to children's ages 8 through 12. And, it's kids should not turn 13 before December 31st, 2018. That's like the cutoff. So they have to be 12 through the end of 2018. So just be aware of that.
Yeah.
But if you have a child that has ever wanted to get into acting or has always thought like, gee, they've seen a show, like I'd like to try that out. Or if they've got quite a lot of experience from local theaters and local school groups and whatnot, this is perfect because free parking. Mary, you've done a ton of show business stuff. Any audition anywhere, it's always the battle for parking. You're stressed out.
It's a pain.
More so with the parents. This is perfect. It's free. You don't have to pay anything to go there. You can go anytime between 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. I suggest getting there a little closer to the noontime side. You can go early.
Yeah.
But no matter what, if you're there and registered by 1 o'clock, you will get an audition. And the director and the various folks there from Trinity Rep will be there to evaluate the actors. If you go to the website, our website will have the link. There will be an area where you can download a script so you can practice some of the lines. It's not a crazy line. It's so easy. They will actually hand the script to the kids, and you could read it there. But if your child wants to get a jump on it.
Yeah.
And the other thing they've got to be prepared to do is sing a 30 seconds of their favorite holiday song.
Love it. I love it.
All right.
Oh, it sounds perfect.
Without accompaniment. Okay, you're just going to sing a cappella. They just want to hear the child sing. Be sure to project. Have fun. It's always a wonderful event over there at South Attleboro. It's in their community room. This has been going on for a long time.
Yeah.
Robert Capron, the one we
from
all love
Diary
from
of a Wimpy Kid. Yeah, right.
Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Yeah, and he was at one of these years ago, and he was just a kid. It was before all of that.
Yep.
And I don't want to necessarily. I'll take credit. Yeah, this event gave him his start, but he was well polished and well on his way prior to that. So check that out. That's happening this Saturday. It's the annual open auditions for Trinity Reps children's positions for A Christmas Carol. A great way to get in to the acting, the theater world.
The theater, the showbiz. I like
there you
that.
Go.
I like that a lot, my friend. Well, I will say I've kept my eye on it. My son is only 5, but he's a little thespian at heart, so I'm going to be waiting. And when he's 8, I'm going to be asking him if he's going to want to do that, because I feel like that's a great thing for any Southern New England family to get involved in with a performer kid. So awesome. Oh, I like that.
Wicked, family friendly. These are events, could we throw this into the Wicked Fun of the 401? Absolutely. Could we do anything we wanted in life? Absolutely. Could I just stand here and talking gibberish for the entire episode? It's free country, all right? And you downloaded us. But the Wicked family friendly, we try to find events that are really targeted for the family. The other events, the auditions, that's a one-child thing, or if you have multiple kids, they do it one at a time. The Reggae Fest, not necessarily something for children. Wicked Family Friendly is specifically about children. So this week's Wicked Family Friendly event is, events are, we've got 2.
We do. This is that time of year, man. Lots of things coming up. So Ben, there's a big deal going on this weekend. Huge deal. Okay, you know how they have like international days of whatever? On Saturday, it is the International Rock Flipping Day. Who knew? Who knew that there was a day to flip rocks and look for bugs underneath? But sure enough,
there's another flipping day too, national. It's not
family friendly.
Table for one. But this one's family friendly.
This one's totally family friendly.
Flipping a rock on Saturday. So what? How does this all happen? And what's the deal?
What exactly is going on?
Can I just flip a rock in my backyard, or is there a special way I got to do it?
Now, mind you, if you'd like to, you can celebrate on your own. You could go outside and just flip over a big old rock and try to find a bug. But this is going to be an event held at the Museum of Natural History and Planetarium right in Roger Williams Park.
Okay, great.
Right, that beautiful building. They do fantastic events. It's going to be Saturday from 10 to 11:30, so a nice little short event. You get to unleash your inner child and discover the diversity of life that's hidden under the rocks, under the boulders, and even beneath the pebbles right beneath your feet. They're going to discover the secret life of creatures that hide from the beating sun during the day, from beetles, salamanders, caterpillars, snails, centipedes, even crickets. Now, there is a fee. It is only $3, which includes museum admission. So if you want to go to the museum a little early, that'll cover it, or you want to stay a little later, that'll be fine. If you're a museum member, it's free. I will say that children under 4 are not permitted, because I'm going to throw it out there. Those kids will eat the bugs. Let's be real. They'll be putting the pebbles or the little crickets in their mouth. So kids under 4 are not allowed. Pets, of course, are not allowed, because they'll eat the bugs too. So if there's someone in your family who's going to eat bugs, don't bring them to this event. But if you have a child 4 and up who likes to get and know those creepy crawly things, this is a perfect event. And heck, for $3, it sounds absolutely great. Just get the kids out of the house, get them learning about what's underneath their feet, and flip a rock, man.
I'm going to hop the fence over in Plymouth and flip Plymouth Rock.
Ooh, that's the ultimate rock flipping for the International Rock Flipping Day.
It might be a felony, but it's National Rock Flipping Day. It's kind of like the Purge. Anything goes, right?
I agree.
Officer, do you not listen to Wicked Rhody?
Today's
this is
a big deal.
International Rock Flipping Day. By international rules, I am allowed to do this, and you can't touch me. No, I'm kidding. Don't do that. The Wicked Rhody podcast does not endorse any sort of illegal activity of any kind. There's another great event happening that is wicked family friendly. It is they do this at various points throughout the summer. It's the Carousel Cares at the Louvre Carousel in East Providence, and this one is a sensory friendly event on Saturday. They understand that the beautiful organ music, adds to the whole atmosphere of the carousel. But for some, it can be very loud and it can be very intimidating, in addition to the carousel spinning and the lights. So their sensory friendly day, they don't have the organ music playing at all.
Awesome.
So if you have a child who is sensitive to that kind of stimulation, this is the day to go. It's a wonderful day. It's understood that that's the situation that's going on there, and you can enjoy the carousel. For some, they may just like the lights and not like the organ music, and they don't even want to go on the carousel.
Correct.
That's fine. Now you can do that on this Saturday, September 8th. Obviously, we'll have the link in the website, but it's great to see organizations like this. Even Trinity Rep does a variety of sensory friendly performances because it's an important part of our society now, our culture, to include everybody. And this is a wonderful way that the Loof Carousel, Crescent Park, East Providence does this. So check that out. Carousel Cares on Saturday, September 8th. No matter where you are in Rhode Island, you're never more than 18 and a half miles from either Massachusetts or Connecticut. So here's a wonderful event that is happening just over the border. Mary.
Yes.
Growing up, did you ever do the punch buggy, padiddle when you're driving in the car when you were younger?
Yeah.
Things we used to do when we didn't have iPads.
Right? Man,
or
wow.
in-car DVD players.
I Spy and Bediddles. You're so
Absolutely.
right.
Well, another one we always used to say is Woody. Woody. You'd see a Woody car, car with wood grain paneling.
Yes.
Folks, all the Woodies will be present and accounted for at the AD Makepeace in Wareham. What is AD Makepeace?
No idea.
It's the Cranberry Bogs. It's like their official name.
Oh my gosh.
So the Woody Car Show is happening Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. right down the road here. Wareham, maybe it's 35, 40 minutes from Providence.
Yeah.
Perfect to get to. The event is hosted in conjunction with the Yankee Wood chapter of the National Woody Club. There's a national club for it.
Oh my gosh, I
Do
love
not
it.
flip any rocks near the Woodies. The Woody cars will be from the early to mid 20th century. These are beautiful antiques, and they really just they match the history of the AD Makepeace. It's a historic venue, and these historical vehicles, people from all over the map come down to witness this event.
Love it.
Hey, get that bell ready. Get that bell ready.
Here we go.
You
Here we
know
go.
what?
Yep.
This admission is free.
Woo! Let's play it again. Double whammy for Woodies.
Hiya, you are a winner. And so that is happening on Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. While you're there, you can get great information about the upcoming Cranberry Festival that they have coming up, where they celebrate all things bog and cranberry, and just magical.
I love it. I love it. That sounds awesome. And cranberry season, it's a coming. It's here. It's all this fall. So that sounds beautiful. Plus all the Woodies. I can't even handle it. That sounds great.
Thinking about it, we probably should have switched the music. We should play this music for the Just Over the Border, because that sounds more like Woody and 80 Makepeace music. But nonetheless, this is our shout-out music. We want to give a congratulatory shout-out to our friends at fasttrek.org. This week, they launched their new website that matches those diagnosed with brain cancer or MS with clinical trials that can help them find a cure.
So excited about this. So
Mary,
excited.
we were talking about this earlier because they had the co-founder Jamie, and also Nicholas Carty III on carpooling. Well, Nicholas wasn't there, but Jamie was there, and obviously we've talked with Nicholas before. We're just blown away that this hasn't happened. And if you watch that episode, or if you look into their organization, some of these trials don't happen because they don't get enough people signed up.
Correct.
And the other side of it is they don't have the means, the wherewithal, like this registry, this database of who could possibly qualify. So this is a new website, a new organization to match people up for free. And it's not a one-time sign-up thing. You sign up, and they'll update you weekly on, hey, this is what's new. This is what's out there. If something, is quote unquote breaking, and it's not in that week time frame, they'll send you one if you qualify. So it's very easy. It's very light the amount of information they bring. They get from you. And so it's not totally invasive. You're not going to have to go into too much crazy history.
Yeah.
But that is something that it's just mind-blowing that in 2018, now we finally have this registry. I made a bit of a comparison. It's like Match.com.
Yes.
For those suffering with these terrible diagnoses, which have no cure, and the clinical trials and testing, because that's how you find cures. And so that is we're very happy for them. They had a wonderful launch event on Wednesday, September 5th. And they're going forward fast and furious. This is going to be a national, even an international registry, all launched right here in Little Rhody. So congratulations to them. This is. I mean, Mary, you know people who have suffered with both brain cancer and MS.
Yes, and really, and just like you said, I mean, I'm so shocked that there's been nothing like this before, and now for there to be not only here but international. They're really going to have some great reach. They're going to be making a huge difference with people and these clinical trials. To know that those clinical trials often don't even happen because they don't have enough people sign up, when obviously there's an abundance of people suffering. I'm really thrilled, and it just gives you that little bit of Rhody pride.
There you go. Wow, what a jam-packed episode.
Right?
Loaded with all sorts of great stuff. And as we said way in the beginning, remember when we started this? Everything we talked about today can be found on our website, wickedroadypodcast.com.
Remember that way back when? Because this was such a
remember.
jam-packed episode. Your mind is probably bursting. You're like, gosh, I have to listen to this a second time because there are so many things that I want to do this weekend. Well,
you could have a throwback Thursday on the actual day of the launch.
Oh my gosh, wouldn't that be amazing? That would be diehard. That's a diehard Wicked Rhody listener right there, folks. Well, listen, if you're not already following us on Facebook or Instagram, you're going to want to do that, especially on Instagram, because, guys, people are posting some of the most stunning photos of the Ocean State using the hashtag Wicked Rhody. We'll give you a shout out, and if you go to any of these events, please make it a point to tag us and say, I learned about this event thanks to Wicked Rhody.
Totally. If you want to learn about our advertising or sponsorship information programs, please email us at wickedroadypodcast@gmail.com.
Until next time, folks, I'm Mary Larson.
And I'm Ben DeCastro, who promises to be here because I'm not going to get arrested flipping Plymouth Rock. I'm not going to flip Plymouth Rock.
We hope. If we see it on...
I might flip a rock near Plymouth Rock, but not the one that the Blessed Pilgrims first touched when they got... How do we know? I don't know.
Right?
I'm not going to question history. Not going to question history. It's another day for another podcast.
Well, folks, you've been listening to Wicked Rhody. We'll have more for you next Thursday.